You can't solve every case for your kids, but with Greenlight, they'll have the instincts and the money skills to stay out of trouble. With a Greenlight debit card and money app, parents can monitor spending and teach financial responsibility. It's an easy way to guide kids as they grow, from earning allowance and tracking chores to learning how to save and even invest. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Wondery. That's greenlight.com/Wondery.
Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where the reunion is somehow worse than the show itself.
Oh, really? I had a totally different take.
Tell me you liked it.
I like this reunion. I thought these hosts did a better job than
I did like the
Lachey's.
Yes, I did like the hosts, but I just felt like it was kind of like Steven and Sabrina are getting into it, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we're gonna have to leave that here, like a Sean Robinson.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like they have a certain amount of time. They've got to cover everyone, and I think that it's very British. Do you know what I mean? It's very English proper, kind of like we're not gonna throw the mud. We're not gonna get down and dirty. And just the hosts and the questions they asked were far more proper than what the Lachey's or Vanessa Lachey. Like, when are you gonna have babies? When are you gonna have
Vanessa
babies?
Lachey is terrible. Now, I do like these hosts, and I like at the end how they were like, "Oh, would you do it again?" And I think they're very cute together.
Yes.
I don't know their story.
Well, I think he's a former boy band person.
I think so.
And I think that she is a presenter, which is, a host. And because she's better at the job than he is, you can kind of tell. Like she's a little bit more polished.
He's a cutie. He's cute.
They're both cute. I think they're both very attractive people. I'd take either one of them. So I thought it was tighter and more of like, okay, let's go. And the thing is that the whole Sabrina Steven thing is, we were never going to get an answer from Steven. Steven got caught a little bit. Like Steven didn't like the fact that maybe she was pointing some stuff out because Steven had no explanation.
You're right.
Not a good one. Not a real one.
Guys, if you're wondering who we are, I'm Amy Archer. This is Tess Brigham. She is a therapist. She is half of the duo host over at Psych Legal Pop, where she and her sister cover. What are you covering this week? I listened to your latest Patreon, where you each brought in a story from the legal world and the therapy world, and I thought that was really fun.
Oh, good. Yeah. So yesterday's show? We talked about Matthew Perry and ketamine, and we had our Uncle Bill, who's a substance abuse expert. He worked for the NFL as their substance abuse director for many, many years. So he came on to talk a bit about that. Next week, we're going to be covering the Scott Peterson, both sides. Now, I've watched, this is a hot take here because Brooke and I have gotten
covered this.
Okay. So Brooke and I have to listen to yours. I want to do mine first. I always have to do it first.
Yep.
So, but Brooke and I got so much slack for the fact that we were sort of, okay, the Innocence Project's taking on the case. Maybe is it possible that he's innocent? And we got so much hate for it. And then just watching that American Murder, oh God, he's guilty. It was just, oh shit.
Yay. Hold on. Welcome.
You know what it was? This is what it was. What I realized was because Brooke's like, well, why are you taking all these notes? We know everything about the case. And I'm like, no,
we didn't.
And also I said, you know what? It's been a long time since I watched those interrogation videos where he's casually leaning back in his J. Crew barn jacket. I had one of those. Yeah. And well, I don't know. Maybe I saw her there and then I decided to do this. I mean, it's like, what the?
So here's the point that I make in our coverage. And this is what I keep coming back to. You can explain everything away about how casual you're acting when it comes to Lacey. Your 8-month-old child is there, like your 8-month pregnant fetus child, what, like your baby is part of this.
Yes.
How are you so casual?
It's Christmas Eve. Your wife is missing and she's 8 months pregnant.
Yes. Thank you. It's not an 8-month-old baby. I don't know how we term that, but
yeah,
you know what I mean.
She's 8 months pregnant. So she's at a very critical stage of
like
the pregnancy.
you're gonna have a baby.
Yeah. And you could, and it could come early. Like that could happen.
Yeah.
So you, and I also want to know, did he regularly do laundry? Because I'm sorry, coming home and washing your clothes right away and then just doing that load. I'm like, I love my husband. I don't know the last time he's done laundry.
Same. Here's my feelings on Scott Pearson. I've always felt this way. I believe he is guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I am anti-death penalty for reasons like this.
Yes.
I do not think the state proved their case against him. However, I think he's guilty. So go ahead and appeal and go ahead and do what you need to do. I believe it's all going to come back guilty.
Yeah, I feel like this is him. But at the same time, and this is still my argument, which is, and we want this, our system needs to be just. Our system needs to be fair. And we cannot allow police to jump to, to conclusions. Remember the other American murder that we covered with that poor couple? Like we have to have these checks and balances. And those things have to be, that stuff has to be tested in the van. Absolutely. So across the board. But I
thought Ted Rollins, the reporter, summed it up beautifully at the end. He goes, at the end of the day, the Roachas believe he did it and they have to live with that. And at the end of the day, the Petersons believe he didn't and they have to live with that. And that's it.
Yeah. No, I thought he summed it up well. And I also think what's so interesting about it is this idea of if you believe he did it, then you have to accept that your brother-in-law, willingly killed his wife and just disposed of her. Like it's, and I think that there is darkness inside of people that kind of pops up and it's there. And I think that it's really hard to reckon with the fact that maybe that's someone that you love and that you care about.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, the real thing that sealed it for me is I never put these two things together. I knew he told Amber Fry that he had lost his wife, but I didn't realize it was the same day he bought the boat.
Yes.
And that doesn't look good.
Yes. Yeah. And the fact that he didn't tell anybody about the boat, no one had it. And then and again, just because I live out here, they're out in Modesto, and to go from Modesto to Berkeley and the bay is cold and it's cold even in the summertime, like to go out on a boat on Christmas Eve in the Berkeley Marina, that it's far. It is really, really far.
It's just weird.
It's weird. Very, very weird.
He could have waited till after Christmas to throw that boat in the water.
Yeah, it's possible. But the other thing once, and I was telling Brooke about this because she hadn't watched it yet. I'm like, do you know that they had a tracker on him? And on the day they first searched the bay, he went out there several times.
Yeah. Like
came out there, looked around, left, came back, looked around. And meaning that he was lingering, because you're not going to go back and forth from Berkeley to Modesto. An hour and a half. So meaning he was kind of in Berkeley wandering around, then coming back, and then I'll be
interested to hear what Brooke thinks.
Yeah,
this will be good. Yeah.
I need to watch his version. I heard that's not very good, but I'm gonna.
Well, Shubnam watched his, and I was glad she did because I didn't, and she was able to interject, like, "Oh, well, on Scott Speaks, they say this, whatever."
Yes.
So it was interesting. Well, I'll look forward to that. That's coming out next week.
Next week, yes.
Okay. All right, let's talk Love is Blind.
Yeah.
The reunion. I loved this season, but for me, the reunion fell flat. And you may convince me otherwise as we go through this. Okay. So Steven and Sabrina, I'm just going to go through what I have.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of notes, and then we could just talk generally about them. They're not together because she claims that he changed right after the wedding. They lasted about 6 months. She says they would take turns going back and forth, and soon he just stopped coming. Then he was supposed to visit for Christmas and canceled 2 days before. She's pissed and brings up how she bought groceries for him, so she must care about him. He's a terrible communicator. He doesn't like chatting on the phone or texting. And she says he didn't respect her, and they go back and forth, and the hosts literally break them up and pull a Sean Robinson with, "We have to leave this here right now." So that's where we are with them. Were you surprised they didn't last?
I was very surprised because, again, they were the first couple, and usually that first couple is like the anchor couple that usually make it work. And so I was surprised that it fell apart so quickly.
Yeah.
Taking a step back and looking at it, I think that it was really interesting because I do wonder now if Steven maybe was there for the wrong reasons, that maybe Steven wanted something fame.
His CrossFit gym.
His,
to be in the
promote his,
promo.
exactly. And I think, and I do wonder that once he went through it and he got into it, if he was like, oh, where are my opportunities, or what's happening, or what's going on? And then she became less of a priority for him.
Yeah, it's so interesting because they both seemed so mature, right? They
Mhm.
were like talking about, oh, we don't have to live together. We could do this, whatever. And I'm thinking of right now, I know somebody, I want to say she's one of our listeners who's working on a book or a film or a project called Apartment. And it's about couples who live apart.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that just came to my mind. I don't know why. So whoever you are out there, please,
That sounds like
leave
a
a
good
comment
book.
so we know
Yeah.
you're out there. Yeah, I think it's a movie, like a
Oh,
film, like a
okay.
documentary.
Oh.
Maybe she's in the Sissy Squad. Anyway,
Mm.
so this person exists. But, this is a common thing that we see now more and more, that couples are living apart. And so when they were talking about that, like, that didn't raise a flag. They seem to be kind of approaching that from a
Yes.
mature angle. Like,
Mhm.
we'll do this and this is what works for us right now. We're both older people and in our mid 30s and, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think, I don't know. The fact that this guy doesn't want to talk on the phone or text, but wants to have a long distance marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those things don't go together, Tess.
Well, I think the thing that's most egregious, and while it may sound a little petty, it's like, no, he said to her, I'll be there on this day. And yes, of course I'll be there. And she's telling everybody, and she's out spending a bunch of money on food, and she's cleaning the house, and she's getting excited, and maybe she's buying new underwear. And you know what I mean? Like, she's doing all those things. And then for him to turn around the day before or the day of and say, well, I'm not coming. That's fucked up. And to me, that means that you have no respect for her. You don't care about her at all. And your money problems are probably more of your top priority than her. Because if you knew you didn't have enough money to get there, like, that, not the day of.
Right. I was just going to say, so I don't know what that trek would be. Is it by bus? Is it by train? Is it by plane? I don't even know where they're going between. I forget.
They're going between, I believe he's in London or somewhere in England, and she's in Ireland.
Okay.
I mean, a train, it shouldn't be that much. It really isn't.
Right. That's what I'm wondering. But I'm also wondering, did he not buy the ticket yet? Was he going to wait until day of?
I think so.
Okay.
And that also made you think that, was he ever going to come? Was he ever going to come? Like,
just like Cody and Mary. He's not coming, Mary.
Yeah.
I'm not coming, Mary.
It's also that weird thing, right? We've heard enough of these podcasts and stories about these men who, right? Oh, buy the house. We're going to buy this house. We're going to buy this house. And the woman's like putting money down and planning and all this
future
stuff.
faking.
The future. And then it can't, they have to sign the paperwork, or someone needs to prove that they have the money. And the guy just, comes up with an excuse. I think it's the same thing of like, what did you think was going to happen leading up to that place?
Right. Yeah. The lies are just so like Scott Peterson. Somebody says it about Scott Peterson in that documentary. The lies are so short-sighted.
Yeah.
Because did you think this was not going to go beyond what you had promised? Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
So we leave them. They're like, okay,
I'm sad. That really made me sad. I was very upset.
Well, here's the thing, though. That's what I was going to say. Like, if we had done Love is Blind season 1 and we come back and Lauren and Cameron are broken up, I'm devastated.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that here. Like, I was like, oh, that sucks. But like, that's it. Oh, that sucks. Which is weird. Something's amiss here for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, or maybe I've just been desensitized to shocking reality television.
Well, plus we've got other couples to put our focus on, I guess. I mean,
like my man Benaya.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So now we'll go to Freddie and Kat real quick. So I had heard interviews with her. We know she's dating Jake from the pods. He's another person who was in the pods and not showcased. So good for her. She sounds happy.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy here. But they both agree that Freddie saying no was the right thing to do. And Matt and Emma ask when it started to go wrong. And Freddie quickly says, in Greece. Right away. And apparently she was like nitpicking at him a lot there. And we did kind of see that. And, we revisit the once a cheater, always a cheater. She says she regrets saying that now. And she says, I was not going to hold something against him that he did 8 years ago.
I'm like,
seemed like you were going to in the moment, girl.
Yeah, you really were.
Yeah.
You were.
So she says, well, it didn't work out. We had a lot of fun and I just love him, but we do live two very different lifestyles. Now, did I miss it or did they not even ask Freddie if he's single?
Oh, no, I didn't get any of that. So I have, maybe he's not, or maybe
millions
he's
of
not
women
willing.
want to know.
Yes. Oh, yes, they do. They really, really do.
That is a failure in hosting. But we know Kat is dating. So were you surprised to see that they were so buddy-buddy? Oh, and Betsy Dora said, I would give them the same advice today.
Yes. I mean, and I think Betsy Dora handled that really well. I think that was a very tricky situation because Kat, I mean,
She didn't back down.
Yeah, she didn't back down. Kat really understood it and seemed to respect it. And yeah, I mean, I figured the two of them wouldn't be at each other's throats, but I get the sense that he's not like, I care about her, but I don't know if I need this person in my life day in, day out kind of thing. Like, I get the sense that she grew a lot and learned some things about herself. And so she's going to keep dating, and she's got a lot of she's got a lot of growing and therapy and all this stuff to do. And I think Freddie was just kind of like, okay, this was interesting. This was fun, but this isn't, I got to move forward.
Freddie's DMs are literally breaking the internet.
Yeah. I'm sure they are.
Come on.
I'm sure they are.
Mm-hmm. Ollie and Demi.
Yes.
These two seem to not really like each other. Demi says she looks back on her time in the pods and she doesn't like what she saw. She saw like a shell of herself. And she says she's been working on rebuilding and she really loves who she is now. And she's very confident and she's very happy. Ollie, we learn, is actually seeing Charlotte, the girl that he was like, "Guh," when she walked into the mixer. I mean, he practically ate her face.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to define the relationship, though. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I think that Demi, that she really, she saw something like that time post more and more, and I think stuff that the camera, maybe the show, didn't show us. I think there was more to Ollie than we saw.
Well, and so here's something interesting. Charlotte was not showcased, but she says, Ollie has really helped me through these difficult past weeks watching the show back. What? So then I thought, okay, so this can be explained two ways. One, she's delusional and watching it, and the fact that she was cut out was hard for her to handle. Or two, they're really involved, and watching him fall in love with Demi was difficult for her.
That's what I think it is. And I think Charlotte's a little more invested than Ollie is. Like, I think Charlotte was very painful for her. I think she's really into him. And I think she was like, oh God, this is so hard. And you get the sense with Ollie's doing that thing where he's like, I want to be a good guy. So I'm not gonna, I'm not going to pick a side. I'm going to be vague. I'm going to be this. And it's like, no, Ollie, a good guy picks a side, has an opinion, apologizes, moves on,
Follow Benaya's lead.
Yes.
Ollie.
Yes.
So, or Bobby's lead. Bobby is cuckoo bananas over Jasmine, as he should be. So now Demi gets into it with Kat. And this was interesting. And she calls Kat out on, so I forget the comment, but Kat, it was similar to "you're going to need an EpiPen," the Jessica thing, where Kat made some comment where she was kind of like, I don't know if Ollie knows what he's getting with Demi.
Okay.
And,
yes.
And they showed the clip again, and Demi is like, that was not like, you made that about my looks. You made that about me. Kat is trying to say, no, I didn't. Da-da-da. Jasmine jumps in. She's like, yes, you did. Like, she had Demi's back.
Yes.
And Kat at the end just tries to apologize. And she's like, look, I'm sorry. And I don't really know what else to say. And that's where we leave them. So
yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of love lost between the women and Kat.
No. And I think also this show really shows you how it is, we do all revert back to high school in our own ways, even middle school, right? That we do feel competitive with each other. We do, and if someone's going to throw someone under the bus for something, for whatever reason, they're going to do it. And I think this is why this quote unquote experiment it's interesting, but it's also complicated because we still have to deal with each other's dynamics of everyone dating people. And that doesn't really work. Like,
Yeah.
It's too uncomfortable. It's too weird. And it's that weird kind of high school, everyone's incestuous world.
Yeah. Kat really, I'm trying to think. I don't think this was during the tell-all. Might have been during the interview that I heard with her, where she was like, so remember in the show, I was like, Kat is being so petty here because she has to talk to Ollie and make sure that everybody knows that she's the one that dumped Ollie and dump her. But she explained that in a better way that made me understand it better. She was like, I wanted Demi to know that I had dumped him or her because I had told Demi I did. And I wanted to make sure she knew I wasn't lying.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, it was about Demi. Okay, that made more sense.
Yeah.
Than to just be like, oh, I don't want everybody to think you dumped me. Like that was weird. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Amanda.
Amy.
For our sponsor, Lumi Gummies today, I have an idea. I think we should do a rapid fire bonus round. Which 90-day celebrity stars need a Lumi Gummy or have taken a Lumi Gummy maybe?
Okay. Madeline.
Oh, I have her on my list too. Manon. Manon could really use indica.
Yeah, to calm her the fuck down.
Calm down a little bit.
I think Jenny could use a sativa to maybe up the energy a little bit because there's none there.
Funny you mentioned Jenny. I have Sumit's aunt can use one to
definitely
to chill out a little bit.
She definitely could use one. This is a wild card. Florian could use one. I don't know what I don't know what variety.
Yeah,
but
maybe
I feel
he needs a hybrid.
I feel like Florian on a gummy would be good.
Yeah. I also have Dylan's mom from Dylan and Patia.
Yeah.
And I have Luke's dad of Luke and Madeline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we can use Lumi Gummies as well.
Yes.
Yes.
All the time.
Consistent, mellow, and super delicious, Lumi Gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good, not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end-of-the-day de-stressor, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi Gummies has a strain that's right for you. So, Amanda, our flavor that we like a lot in this home is the sour strawberry cookie hybrid.
Ooh, is it particularly sour?
It's not super sour because I don't like sour things.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I just find that it's the perfect blend of up and down. It's right in the middle.
Nice.
But you feel good. I really like it.
I'm a hybrid girly myself, and I'm going to go with the watermelon sorbet because I do enjoy watermelon, and it's just a nice, cool, chill evening of watching TV.
You know what I need to do? I need to take one before Sister Wives comes out. Before I meet my arch nemesis in the ring.
Yes. I think it would help you a great deal. I think it would help Cody Brown a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, Lumi Gummies are available nationwide. Go to lumigummies.com. That's LUMI gummies.com. Use code Little Miss Recap for 30% off your order. That is Lumi Gummies, LUMI gummies.com. Code Little Miss Recap. Lumis.com. Code Little Miss Recap. It's 30%. And the link is in the show notes if you guys need it. Okay. Jasmine and Bobby. So they're fine.
Yes.
And they've been living their best life in their dream house because, he can't support her.
Yes.
And they're working on having a baby.
I know. Very exciting. Very exciting.
And mom says he has her approval now 110%. And Jasmine says, and I thought this was really interesting and insightful on her part. She said, despite what my mother thought, I had to go with my gut with Bobby. And I did. And I'm glad I did. And I wrote, so are we.
Yeah.
So are we.
Well, it's interesting because someone reached out to me. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, but about the we were talking about, right, this idea of you want to marry someone who you want to marry a man who is a little bit more in love with you than you are with him. Yeah. And this person was so interesting. They wrote back and they said their grandmother gave them that same advice and that was the dynamic between her grandparents. And part of that is that I guess, and yeah, I mean, when I really sat down and thought about it, it's like men do need a chase. They do need goals. They do need to have to kind of woo. And that if they're always feeling like, you may take one step away, they're going to keep doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think Bobby acknowledges he's punching above his weight.
Yeah.
And he's into her. I mean, he is.
Yes.
It's lovely to see.
Yes. And that's the thing. I think that it's whether or not you could look at Bobby and go, Bobby's super cute in that body
Super
and all this
cute.
kind of
Yes.
stuff, right? That why does he feel this way? But I think that it's the mentality of it. Like if he feels like I've got a prize, I've got something that I've got to hold on to, it just helps. I don't know. Personally, I think it helps with the dynamic.
Let's be real. If Bobby's a 10, which he is, Jasmine is a 10.5.
Yeah. And that's good. You don't want something that's so far away from you, but you want something where he feels a little bit of that kind of like wanting to fight for you.
I agree.
So
one funny thing is they were showing there's a lot of, this drives me nuts. Like, let's look back at your love journey. No, we don't need to. We just watched the entire show.
I know.
But one thing they did show that was cute is they showed some footage from their life after, and she bought him a Jasmine shirt. And he's holding it up at Christmas. It's just like, Jasmine has all these pictures of her. Like, I think they have a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think they're very funny.
And he wore that. He wore that around.
100%.
Thrilled to do it.
Yep. Like Rebecca with her Zaid shirt.
Oh, God, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Or Zaid with the Rebecca shirt.
Yes. I know. Oh, Zaid. I loved him.
So, Maria and Tom.
Tom.
Things are not good.
No.
They are sitting as far from one another as you can on the same couch. And Maria says, one good thing about Tom is that he showed vulnerability and emotion. And for that, she appreciates him, but she pretty much hates his guts in every other way. She says he insulted her family. He insulted her mother by implying that they were not strong women and that her mother did not raise strong women. He defends this by saying he was raised by a single mom and that has affected their relationship. And he alludes to something to her because he goes, that came out in parts of our relationship. So something happened there.
Okay.
And she says he's judgmental and he admits that that's true. And he is working on that part of himself to be better. So that's where we leave them.
Yeah.
They hate each other. There's no reconciling.
Yeah.
They have to be forced to say something nice about each other.
Yeah. No, Maria is just so beyond pissed about this. She's just like, oh, God, you got to be kidding me. But I think that Tom's one of these people who wants to be this version of himself. So he picks someone like Maria.
Yep.
But in actuality, he's not.
Yeah.
And in some ways, Tom, just own the fact that you care about what your partner does for a living. Like that matters to you. That makeup artist just isn't as impressive as lawyer or doctor. It's like, just kind of own it a little bit and be like, this is what I need, or this is the security, or I want someone who's an intellectual. I
don't agree with that, but if you agree with that, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. And own it. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, it's just, we all, because I do think that, especially when you're raising children, values and belief of education and all that kind of stuff, that stuff does matter. But I think that I think the problem was that he was so caught up in the labels that he couldn't get past the fact that Maria is a strong person, is all those. Right. She checked all those boxes. Right. It wasn't in the title that you liked.
Just because she says this, she's like, I did not want him to pay my bills. I think she just thought she was raised in a way that she believed when a man takes you out to dinner, he pays.
Yeah.
And there's many people who feel that way.
Yes.
That is not, some rare thing.
Yes.
I think too that, and I'm always on my soapbox about this, that we do not talk enough about how financial trauma affects people. And when I see things like this, Tom having these feelings, that tells me he has some sort of financial trauma from his upbringing. Yes. Whether there was not enough money or money was used as a weapon or he was always craving. I don't know. But there's something there that has affected how he sees certain professions and his security that he feels. You know what I mean? Like marrying different people with different professions. So like, I think I'd love to know what the socioeconomic situation was of his upbringing.
Yes.
And see if something's going on there. But he needs to talk to somebody about that.
Oh, yes.
Maybe a therapist, right, Jeff?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to Benaya and Nicole. The real reason we're here.
Yes. Ugh.
They're perfect and they're precious. And even though Benaya says one thing that I'm like, I still love them. He says, he describes Nicole as a pure, good-hearted, trusting, innocent woman. He has this, there's something buried there. I don't know if it's just the way he views the world, where he feels like she is this precious thing I must protect. And I don't know, that just felt a little to me, but I think it's fine. It works for them.
Yeah, I didn't pick. It's interesting because I didn't pick up on that.
Like, who's a non-innocent woman? It makes me go, who's not innocent?
Yeah, I think that Benaya needs to rescue.
Yes,
I really do. I think he needs to rescue. I think that he is. I think that obviously before all of this, he was some nomad kind of living out, the guy that couldn't commit, the guy that's wandering because he's in so much pain or whatever it is. And
I'm into it. I'm into it.
Oh yeah, it's hot. But I think that he likes the damsel in distress. I think he likes that she's more petite, but I think he also like she's shorter and that she's littler and that he can protect her.
Yeah,
and
there's
think
like
that
a
he
physical
likes
quality to it. Yeah.
But at the same time, I think he obviously respects her and cares about her and doesn't see her as just an object.
Absolutely, yes.
But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, men, they need to. They need to protect. They need to, that desire.
So their relationship and what happened with Sam could not have gone down better for him, because even though he would not want that for her, I don't think he's conscious of it. But I think subconsciously, when he was put in the position of, I have to protect her from Sam, he switched real quick into, okay, now I'm into this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he was like, like he really liked her, but you didn't get the sense, and she didn't either, that he wanted to commit. And that was the whole problem.
Well, but I think, and didn't he admit this, that the problem was that I think he was slow rolling it. I think that he was sort of doing what most of us do on a date and kind of like, let me just see how this goes. And I think that what he didn't get was like, oh crap, things are moving fast and she's getting other people and oh shoot, like I didn't move it along fast enough. Yeah. And I think that's part of, for better or for worse, with Love is Blind, is things have to move very, very quickly, way too quick.
Yeah, and it's an accelerated process. So there's accelerated feelings and everything else with it. And so these two, like, they're traveling a bunch. So one thing I love so much, and I could spend hours on TikTok watching this, is videos where people prank people or scare people.
Oh, really?
So when they were showing the videos of him scaring her and she's just doing the jump scare all the time, I was like, I'm into this. yes. I love pranks.
Really?
Love them.
Okay.
Love them. Yes. I was like the Jim Halpert of my office. Like, I was always pranking people. Love it so much. I had a coworker and he was a staunch Democrat, and I broke into his office and I took all of his pictures down of him and his wife, and I cut the wife out and put Kellyanne Conway in all of them.
Oh my God.
It was brilliant. I didn't cut the wife out. I put Kelly Conway over.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you just destroy all of his pictures.
But I put Kellyanne Conway over all of the pictures, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I printed out banners with Trump quotes and I put them all over his office. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I like a good joke. I do. I don't love them played on me.
Yeah.
But I accept it. It's part of the deal. You just have to accept it.
Yes.
So when Benaya is like scaring her and she's jumping, like, I do that to my kids.
Oh my God. I jump scare so easily. Like, if I'm focused on something, all my son needs to do is kind of like come right over, on my shoulder over here. And I'm just like, God, where did you come from? But so for me, that would make me crazy. But it's sort of like, but they both like it. I quite enjoy the hangman, but I thought it was like hangman for what did we need at the grocery store?
Yeah,
I didn't know it was like hi honey.
It said shopping list.
Yeah, I would have been like tomatoes, potatoes. Like what? I wouldn't have gone with hi honey.
Maybe they needed honey.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
There we go. Okay. I mean, he is a little hippie-ish. He probably has a large honey store. So that's it. They drag Sam out, and Benaya does lean over to her and go, "Are you okay? Are you okay? You okay?" Sam comes out. It's really kind of a nothing burger.
No.
Like, it wasn't like when they dragged Trevor out on
Oh,
Love Is
yeah.
Blind when he had to
Well,
you know.
Trevor's was really bad. I mean, because he got caught. Like Sam can still lie. Sam can still have this thing of I just want to be loved. I just want to be loved. Because I haven't seen anything out about him. Maybe something has, but the Trevor got caught red-handed, and he really and he needed to just own it, and he wouldn't.
Well, and they had to bring him out because the Lachey's had to scold the entire cast.
Of course.
So he was the impetus for that.
Yeah.
So he admits he lied about Nicole wanting to bang him. Remember when he was saying like, she tried to sleep with me when she was at mine, and I said no. So Nicole confronts him, and she goes, Demi goes, Sam, apologize to Nicole for saying this. And he doesn't, but he kind of like faces Nicole, and they have a word, and Nicole says, and it wasn't even true.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about that.
Mm.
So I think what happened is, and I said this during the episode, when he was saying she wanted to get physical, I think it just meant kissing, hugging, cuddling. And he didn't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a red flag for her. Because she kept saying, my love language is physical touch. I'm an affectionate person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think happened. And he was trying to imply that it was banging.
Yes.
I don't even think he implied it. I think he said it.
Yeah. Well, that she wanted to. Oh no!
physical.
Wait. That when
I
she
think he
when
said
she
sleep
stayed
with
the
me.
night when she stayed the night at mine.
Yeah, something like that.
But when we talked about this when this came up, we were like, "What does this mean?" And I think we both were like, "No, I think she just wanted to cuddle," and he was like, "Oh no, we can't do that."
Yeah. Exactly.
So I don't know. I was a little bit like, oh crap, Sam's here. But, he was short and painless. I mean, that's the other thing why I like this show. I was like, okay, let's move it along. Let's get rid of Sam.
Yeah.
We don't need that. But,
you're right. I mean, it was only, an hour?
Yeah. But Demi, I think, won the night. She was the one
She's great.
She, like, when she just stopped and was like, just, God damn it, let's stop going in circles about this. Just apologize and let's move on.
But he couldn't do it.
No.
I mean, he kind of did it as an afterthought. Like, he explained himself first. And then he said, and I'm sorry. It was one of those like, I'm sorry that you're hurt by my words.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Exactly.
So that's it. That's where we leave them. So we have Jasmine and Bobby.
Yes.
And we have Benaya and Nicole.
And that's it. 2 out of 6.
So I wonder if they're going to do, how the US version does the after the altar? Like it's like a year later and they come back together. I don't think so, because this was a year later.
Yes.
So I don't think they're going to do it again.
Well, yeah, but I definitely think that they're going to do the show again. I think it seems like it was a hit.
100%.
People liked it and all that kind of stuff. So
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. And I think in some ways it was a little bit better than the US version.
Yeah.
The one complaint I have is just the breakdown of the episodes. I mean, certainly we could have put it out differently, but like the pod, and then this middle section, and then the weddings, it felt a little disjointed. The middle needed to be broken up a little bit more, right? I mean, I know it would just last a little bit longer, but it was just a lot.
Well, like you said, and I think you're right, we need to go from 12 episodes down to 10. And I think they can skip a lot of the wedding dress shopping, the stuff like that. Yeah. Like, we don't need all of that unless something goes down.
Yes.
We don't need it. And a lot of the redundancies of like meeting the family and then a separate scene of meeting the friends, and that, like, just kind of streamline it a little bit and give us, I would like more of in the pods. I love that part.
Yes.
That part is really interesting to me.
Well, and why won't they ever show people that didn't couple up? Like, we do see it sometimes when they become like the third wheel, or they're
like
with Sam,
like Tosh or Sam.
Yeah, some sort of third person. But the thing is that we would like to see some of these other people and get to know them. Like, why couldn't we get to know Charlotte in the pods if she was going to come back in the end?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So why couldn't? I mean, I barely remembered her. So that's the part that kind of frustrates me, but it
would have been interesting if Tom and Tosh had hooked up. Now they're not. He said he claims he just texted her this week because they were going to see each other. But you know how I always say not Jimmy and Chelsea. Who was it? The two, they rode away on the jet skis at the,
Oh God.
you know who I'm talking about.
Yes. Jeremy with the weird spelling name, and what's
Sarah?
his
Sarah Ann?
Sarah Ann. I was like, it's a double name.
Jeremy and Sarah Ann took their exit like Bond villains on a jet ski. And I would have loved to have seen a classier version of that with Tom, the real Bond villain, and Tosh. Like they could have ran outside and got into like a Bond car, which would have been like a Stingray Corvette with the top down, zooming off to music. I could have done something like that.
Well, and I think that's so interesting. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but that's so interesting where Tom calls her or messages her because he knows he's going to see her. Like that. I've had this happen to me where it's like, oh, you're going to manage me. You want to manage me. Like you're kind of trying to
doing
intercept
damage
me.
Control.
You're doing damage control, or you did, and it was one of these things of like, yeah, we were dating and then you disappeared and now we're going to see each other at a party and now you're going to call me and manage my, you know, how I feel or what I'm going to think. It's like, fuck yeah.
Like, let's make sure you're not going to come after me.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
Right.
It's like, you know, I barely care about you at this point, but it's like, but this idea that I am so hung up on you that you have to manage me. It's like, men and their egos. I swear to God, sometimes I'm sorry, but
that just sums up reality television. Go ahead.
A good friend of mine, he and I had coffee a couple weeks ago, and we do the exact same thing. This man talked about himself incessantly for an hour and a half. He's a good person. Really, I really like him a lot. He's a good person, but it's like, I could never sit down with someone and talk about how wonderful I am and how good I am at my, the work that I
couldn't do that either.
I'd feel so
I think that is just not ingrained in women to do.
It's not.
It really isn't. You don't know how many times I'm in my therapist's office. Even now, I've had a podcast for 2 years and I'm in there like, I feel like a pretender. I have imposter syndrome. And she's like, why? I don't know. Cause I'm just not, and I feel guilty if I have any kind of success. Like it's so weird. It is so ingrained in me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is. But it permeates all of these things. I'm doing this talk about like the mental part of networking. And that's a good example of networking. Like part of networking is you kind of have to put yourself out there and but we're so ingrained not to be pushy, not to be full of ourselves, not to be this, not to promote that. Yeah, I do often wonder, like, would I be a lot more successful if, I was a little bit more in people's faces and say, hire me, do this. I want this. I want that. But I just feel so uncomfortable doing it that
when I've
don't.
had to do it, like when I've had to approach editors or publishers and be like, please publish my book. Like I always feel gross afterwards.
Yeah.
Like it's because it's just not in my nature.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Anywho.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much for popping on over here and doing Love is Blind UK with me.
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, we have to do the reunion. I'm a completionist. Yes, I like to complete what I start. Yes. So
Amanda and I are trugging through Forbidden Love and we feel the same way. We're like,
is it not?
We have to do episode 8. We just have to.
Yeah. So tell me really quickly, what is considered forbidden love?
So this is a Matt Sharp show.
Okay.
And it is about couples from different religions, but like strong, usually Orthodox type situations.
That sounds really interesting. So, but is it kind of a slog?
It would be, but it was a slog.
Do you, because it's like sort of the same questions over and over again, like the same issues?
It's the same thing where you have people who are like flat out, disgusting about the Muslim culture. You know what I mean? Like just being racist and xenophobic and terrible and rude and yeah.
And so do you feel like it's instead of it opening itself up and showing people like that, because I do think that 90 Day Fiancé, what it really did is I think it really showed the US like, hey, we have it really good. There's people that really struggle, that for them, they are willing to do whatever they can to get to this country. Let's not judge people for that. Like what people are willing to do. Yeah. I felt like it really opened up that part of it. And I would think that this would do the same of like getting people to see, right? This is not scary. These are, like.
I think so, because you do side with the person that is usually not like, so in other words, there's this couple, Ashley Muhammad, and he wants her to convert to Islam, and her family is, and she even says like they're from a very conservative Southern town, right? I think they're in Missouri. And, the sister's just flat out like, you guys are terrorists. It's bad. And you end up siding with Muhammad, and you see all the good that he's trying to instill in his child. They have a child together, and and so it does make you, I hope, rethink some stereotypes. I also hope people don't have those stereotypes, but unfortunately people do.
Yeah.
So it does make you rethink some things like that. As somebody who's an atheist, I know very little about religion. I found it very educational. There's an Orthodox Judaism couple on. There's a couple, Pentecostal couple. There's an Amish guy.
Wow.
And a non-Amish woman. So, I mean, I think it's interesting. I just think the pacing, I mean, it was so slow, and now we're getting action and we're like almost done.
Oh.
And I said to Amanda today, like, they needed to take what happened in episode 7, which is the penultimate, move it up to like episode 4. And then have some of the fallout on the back end. But it was just like the same slog over and over and over and over again. It was weird.
I wonder if Matt Sharp's like, okay, this is going to be 10 episodes. And he just kind of picks episodes, and then he's like, oh, crap. Yeah. I needed more, I need less, or whatever it is. Because it does seem very strange.
It's kind of like, I don't know if you watch House of Dragons, but it's very similar to what happened to us this year with that. It's like nothing, something, nothing. It's like the pacing is just off. The number of episodes are off.
And again, this is what the Brits do better than we do. We do shows that are like 24 episodes. They do 6.
Yes.
And they keep it tight.
Even their crime stuff. Crime stuff is great. Yeah.
And it's really hard sometimes because you want to find a show where at least they have about 5 or 6 seasons so that, like, it's 30 episodes, not
I think
6.
of something like Broadchurch, which was one of my favorite.
That was great.
And they only did like three seasons and done.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, there's another great, do you ever watch Line of Duty?
No.
And that's really good. And that's been 6+ seasons. But again, like 6 episodes a season, 7 episodes a season. So they keep it tight there.
Get your shit together, America.
Yes.
All right, Tess, tell everyone again where they can find you real quick.
Sure. Psych Legal Pop, wherever you listen to podcasts. Tuesdays, we always do something Sister Wives related. Thursdays, we always do something, a topic or a documentary, docuseries. And check out our Patreon, patreon.com// Psych Legal Pop podcast.
And I think too that you should tell people that you have a very active therapeutic business and website, and you sell some courses and books. And so you can go to tessbrigham.com.
tessbrigham.com. I'm a therapist. I'm a coach. I have products. I specialize in working with young adults, so 20 something. So if you are
nobody's listening to this.
20 into 30s, but there might be people who have 20 somethings because I wrote a book called True You Parenting about parenting kids and all this kind of stuff. So I have tons of stuff there, but I speak. If you need someone to come to your whatever to talk about the multi-generational workforce.
Can you just come to my house and talk to my children? Figure out what's going on there.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, guys. Thank you again, Tess. And if you can, guys, please follow us at Little Miss Recap on Instagram, TikTok, trying to build my TikTok following.
Okay.
And leave us a 5-star review. We'd really like that. That would be nice.
Yeah.
And all right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.